fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me reap the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though. But I ain't here to fight, Bill. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes and platter, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show me what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. We ain't even. Ain't submit when you daydreaming. Came needing to eat, I ain't eating in 8 weeks. And my mouth's watering like I stay teething. You can't reason with the animal that's loose and my brain's tweaking. You don't really know me. If you think you do get amnesia, got a problem, I'm subtracting you like a mad teacher. I'm that lethal like a threat to a mass preacher. I send you up to Christ if you crossing your act evil. Preparation means opportunity, maybe. Big grade is ambiguity, baby. Too much at stake for your foolery, ain't it crazy? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, you won't faze me. You ain't really hard like you imagine and bragging about being toxic, but you ain't really that hazardous. Rap God, if you don't believe in me, then it's blasphemous.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Purdy off the play fake. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Play action. Now Purdy. Toward the sideline. Intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. You look at this Niner defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try for the first with Walker. And some room to maneuver. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have... And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now Purdy. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Walker to the 27-yard line. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. Second and 6. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. T. Higgins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They go play action here. Purdy. And he will find his man, Samuel. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 30 yards. And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit. Moody good with the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3 because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
This defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. You look at this Niner defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. There he goes, right side. Inside the 10, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. first down. He'll drop to throw it. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Julian Love. And now off to the races down the right side. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 137 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now an audible here into something else. Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. Steps away to his left. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
144 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Second down and 4. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the route is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Continued struggles here in the second quarter, and to me, you can pin a lot of them on an inability to convert third downs. Add that most recent incompletion to the list of examples.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down.
Hey, let's get there. Hey, check back 34. Mike, go.
They're going to try and throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
54. Bound to lose one. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54.
Lockett the man in motion.
Mike's 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Joseph Osai there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. Straight ahead, Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. Throwing here, Purdy. Able to find Gray here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 34 yards there. Here's Purdy. Steps away. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. Touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray, 28 yards. And the Niners get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. The extra point try now for Moody. Now before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football.
49ers 14.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Now a 2nd and 6.
They'll drop to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
DK Metcalf.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And a rout is on here in this first half.
49ers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Second down and 6 now. They'll set up a throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
No receivers open, so he was forced to put that one into Puget Sound. That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers. And ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Purdy looking to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Samuel in motion. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Bush in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.